How do
They are
we...
in
They're
a
line of sight.
weird area, so it blocks vision entirely.
Okay, can they even...
They effectively suffer from the blinded
To
condition.
leave that area
Okay.
to be able to see again.
So-
it gives them the blinded condition when it.
Okay, so blinded. How exactly does blinded work? Just so I can see what they're gonna do.
A blinded
Well, they
creature
could make-
can't see and automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Now, because they're also invisible, you can't. You don't get the attack against them for blinded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're obscured. Also, somebody making attack against them would be disadvantaged. But now it's just normal, so I think it's just a normal attack.
So the question is, naturally they attack?
can.
Is the question.
Yes, they can attack with disadvantage.
Yes.
So how would they target? Is my question.
Effectively, the disadvantage
That's the
it sort
thing.
of plays into the fact that it's just a random shot, and disadvantage allows them to say at you, this disadvantage roll doesn't hit.
I know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, it's more or less. I saw this person over there before this fog came up, so I'm just gonna.
Right.
What I would say as a GM is that how would that character do it? Would they just shoot blindly through the fog, or would they try and leave the fog and then shoot?
I know.
Yeah.
I know exactly what these guys are gonna do. And part of it is that you guys don't get to see it because they're covered by fog. Okay.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
Let me just check one thing to make sure
You
I'm not
deleted
shooting
those.
too. Huh? What's up?
Did you delete those
No.
because you removed them from the turn order?
Oh shit.
Oh, just for us. You brought them to a different layer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Is just to make sure you couldn't see them. Give me 1 second. I don't want to cheat too heinously with what I'm doing, so give me 1 second to check something real quick.
Not too much cheating, just a little bit of cheating.
Yeah, just enough to get away with things.
Okay. I just need to make a note for myself, and then we'll get back to the turn order. Let's see.
Hey, I have to zoom way the fuck out to do this measuring, but what's the distance on the blue line?
160?
Yeah,
No,
that
100.
is huge.
100.
Is that
100, and how about now?
Also 100.
Wait, no, I got it.
Also,
Yep, also.
they're both 100. Okay.
Yeah, just because
you.
of how stupid non-Euclidean geometry works. Okay, Dench, it is your turn.
All right, let's start swinging.
Okay, who are you swinging at?
That's what I'm good at. I'm gonna swing at the guy who actually hit me for once.
Okay, they actually have names. I mean, okay, so you're swinging at the guy on the left, right?
We don't have.
You guys can't see that?
No, we can't see
No,
names.
we don't.
Oh, damn! I thought it would
You
actually
didn't
show
tell
that
us
to
their
you.
name, and you can't see it.
Oh, okay, 1 second.
So,
Fuck, everybody has names. Everybody has art. I'm showing this to you guys.
hello.
Annoyance and spite.
Yes.
I like that because I
Oh,
get
do
to
these
kill
girls-
his spite.
Okay.
Ooh, does one have love tattooed on their shoulder? And
You can look.
Peace
You
and
can look
war.
if you kill them. Okay. So
All right.
you're swinging at annoyance.
Yep.
Okay, go
because
for it.
he's doing exactly that. I get +2 you advantage on strength checks. You get a +2 bonus for the damage. All right.
you're
Well-
swing at the one left. That one right there.
Yep.
Good enough.
Okay, just out of
So, for-
curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
can you guys actually see that number on annoyance?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so that's
Negative.
considered to be DM information. Awesome. That helps me keep track. Okay,
All right.
swing and
first
a go.
one. That's an 11.
I think that hits. Ruling on stuff that equals, attacker wins.
Attacker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Attacker wins. Okay, that is a hit.
That's the
Think
first
of,
one.
think of it as to hit the AC.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
So
But
first one
don't
is
say to
12
hit armor
damage.
class 0, because then you reveal your age.
then you're going back a few
Then,
additions.
yeah, then I have to
Yeah.
go remember how those work because that's why I can't play Icewind Dale. Okay, so you swing and this.
That's 12 damage, by the way, not 10.
Wait, say
Because,
again. That's
plus- It's 12 damage, not 10, because of the +2.
oh,
to
12 damage.
attacks.
Okay, let me fix that then.
Nice.
So, you are pissed off. This guy actually hit you, and that mace was not incredibly pleasant. So
It was not fluffy.
It was not fluffy. So your scimitar, on the other hand, is decidedly not fluffy. In fact, it's sharp, and as you cut at this guy, you get a really good score down his front. It's not as epic as the attacks you've done before, but part of that's because he's actually wearing armor, unlike the other guys. And, you know, you score a good hit. He's bleeding. Kind of about it, though.
Second scimitar doing the same. This one doesn't have the other damage, though.
Okay. Go for it.
20.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right, so we don't add attribute damage or ability damage to this, right? Because it's a second attack and a muscular.
Right.
Your modifier. You do not add your modifier.
All right.
So it's just gonna be 1d6
It's just be 1d6 plus 2 because
of your right.
So that is 6 damage.
Okay. Not bad. So your second one also scores another hit across him. You can see he kind of flinches, he hunches over. Either this guy's really good at dealing with his pain, or you didn't score too big of an attack on him. But, you know, you did hit. You can see that you're affecting him.
You're not dead yet. I'm mad.
No, he is decidedly not dead yet. Anything else you
I'm
need?
mad. I am going to growl in his face. But otherwise, that is my turn.
You're going to growl in his face.
Yes.
That's, okay. Okay, we
It's
can
a
do
free
that.
action. You can do it.
Free action
I am
turn.
absolutely okay with you growling. That is not correct. That is not his armor class. His armor class is higher than that. Weird. Just trying to give myself information so I don't have to look up their freaking things every time. Okay, Geth, your turn.
All right. I see that dude on the left being hit, and knowing that they had a rich patron, I'm afraid they may have a little something to patch him up. So I'm just gonna try to grab him. 11 hits, correct?
You're gonna try to grab him? Oh,
it's
okay.
chill touch. Yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna give him a squeeze.
It doesn't physically grapple, but it is like an ethereal
I was trying to figure out
hand.
what he was doing. So every time I say grab and I heard him do something like, you're 110 feet away. How the hell are you grabbing him?
100.
Okay. 100 feet away. So that is going to be a 1d8, and it gives him disadvantage on his next attack. Let's see.
If he's undead.
Oh,
If
it's
he's
undead.
he
Okay.
gets-
So
yeah.
he'll take 3 damage. I mean, he doesn't like it. He is very displeased by the level of damage that you're doing.
Also, if it's important, he cannot gain a hit die until I believe my next turn.
Yes,
matters.
until the end of your next turn. Yeah. Until then, you're just going to be
Alright.
holding on to him with some really weird, like, you kind of rear back when you pitch out. You know, this necrotic hand comes out. This it's like half skeletal, and it flies through the air. And what's kind of weird about it is that normally when you do this, you know, the hand would flip end over end, kind of like a throwing knife. This one's weird. The palm just stays out, and it goes out, and it grabs onto his left wrist. And it just kind of hangs there, kind of like, you know, handcuffs that were cut off at the chain. Just kind of hangs on his left arm.
This is a weird chill touch, but I'm game.
It's a ghostly skeletal
It's
hand.
It's the chill grope, is what it is.
Guys, it didn't grab him there, and be glad
Alright.
this guy hasn't washed in a while. Okay.
I moved my 30 feet, and I'm called to that turn.
Okay.
Oddly specific. Might I add?
Okay, that's where he moved to. Okay.
It's all world building.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
So you're saying I could aim where this thing grabs people? Got it.
Oh God.
Okay,
File
so
that
we're going
way
to
for
be going
useful
there
information.
next episode
There's gonna be an epidemic of
There
people
is.
with blue balls.
with frozen
Ah.
ones, frozen, not just blue.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm assuming
Yes, sir.
we're moving on. Is that where we're going?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Just trying to decide what's gonna. Okay. Where is this thing? Okay, Dench, this comes flying out of the... Okay, that does not do anything. So, above Dench on the overhang, on that walkway, which is hidden, apparently one of these guys actually tried to shoot. The problem is twofold. One, if you try to shoot someone who's, you know, hidden from you, it's hard to aim. The other problem is one should never try to shoot into a melee. That's usually really bad. So when this one shoots, it shoots and this thing misses and actually plows into the one Dench. Yes, plows despite down there on the bottom. Wow.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
No, it's just the 8. The extra
That's
roll.
almost max damage though.
Correct.
I gotta keep on switching layers to touch everything right now. That's damn. How much health do they have?
Not enough.
That is actually really true.
If
Wow.
you wanna, what you can do is you can use your fog of war
Yeah.
and just fog of war the cloud, and then you can put them all in the
Yeah, but
icon
we've
layer.
seen what fog of war does. We're just gonna kind of ignore fog of war. Okay.
Okay.
I
So
forgot about that.
so moving on. So now the one with Dench, she's kind of visibly bleeding, and by visibly I mean there's a crossbow bolt poking out of her right shoulder. It is very unpleasant, and she's kind of annoyed. So she's gonna swing at Dench. What's your AC again?
My AC is 16.
God damn. So apparently this bolt is really messing with her. It actually caused her to go wide because her arm just goes dead because of the bolt scratching at her internal muscular. So her arm just kind of falls to the side for a second before she's able to jerk it back up into a combat pose. Moving on to the next
Fantastic.
person, who is... Gotta
Okay.
make my notation on this person real quick. Put that in green, right? Yeah.
I'm going to come ahead right here, and as I'm striding forward, can I take a quick snapshot and see which one of these two is the weaker? That I think not necessarily AC, but who's closer to death, who's more injured.
From what you can tell, based on what you just saw with Dench, it looks like Spite is specifically more injured right now, especially because she's having trouble even holding on to that weapon. Annoyance looks pissed off, and he is still hefting that mace. So Spite definitely looks more injured than the other one.
All right, I am going to attack with my glaive with my reach.
Okay, go for it.
For annoyance.
Okay. Oh,
That's a
for
22.
annoyance. Okay. That is
Yes,
a
right, 'cause you
22.
said he was the one more injured, right?
Yeah, he is absolutely more injured.
Okay. So yes.
Well, hold on. He looks more injured. She is showing it better.
Okay.
So take of that what you will.
Okay. I'll still attack
Does that
annoyance.
count
That's
something?
fine.
Yeah, that definitely
He's the one with the
hits
multi-attack.
5 slashing damage. Wonderful.
Okay, and then
Yeah, you,
because of my pole arm master feat, I get to bring my opposite end of the glaive around for another attack.
Okay. Cool.
You still with reach?
Yes.
God,
Nice.
Polearms are fun.
has D&D ever used a polearm before?
Yeah.
So as you
No,
so you rush up after you see kind of the shot at Spite, and you can tell that one's not long for this world, and therefore probably shouldn't be your major focus. So you come around to annoyance, and you basically jet lead this. You spin this polearm in your hand, you spin this glaive around, and you smack him. Let's see, I gotta actually... 1 second. You kind of smack him kind of across the neck with the blade of the glaive. And it's not quite enough to really like sever the artery, but you get this gigantic like slash down from about the point of neck down to just below the rib cage. Kind of not quite perpendicular to where Dench already hit, but pretty well to it. This guy's already having trouble standing after what you just did. But as you do, you actually kind of flip the thing around the back of your neck and grab it backhand to whip the pike and kind of stab it into his arm. And you can see he's unsteady on his feet after that. He's got this gigantic puncture wound on the arm. Unfortunately, he didn't quite hit his weapon arm, so he's still got that, kind of firmly in his hand. And while this guy looks like inches from the grave, you can tell this guy's a tough bastard who probably served in the Marine Corps at some point. He's holding on to the last minute.
Okay.
Okay, is that all set for you?
So he's still not quite
He
dead
is
then.
still not quite dead, believe it or not.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
Okay.
Let's see what we can do about that.
Yep.
All right. That's my turn. I'm done.
Okay,
All right,
James,
so I'm
your
gonna
go.
move there.
Man, you guys and your rolls, I swear to God.
I'm gonna take out one of the bloody stones.
Okay.
And cast magic stone on it and throw it.
Okay, who you aiming at?
Oh, I'm aiming the guy who we've all been ganging up on. This guy.
Okay.
That is fantastic.
This
Only
so,
6 damage, but
so Hockey, you haven't seen this,
You
but
have
this
this
has been
brain biter.
every time he's used a magic stone.
yeah, but this is brain biter I threw.
Yeah, I know. He's never missed one as far as I'm aware. So James sees this magnificent display with the glaive, and that inspires him. And so he starts taking off at a full run to get himself the best thing he can do. And so Hockey is actually in a particularly amazing position to really appreciate that this man runs basically from second base to third and then throws the stone kind of like passing to home in order to kind of like stop that final run. So the problem is he misses the catcher because he drills him in the face. That stone smacks him flat in the nose and kind of just like punches in his skull a little bit, kind of lodging itself in the bone there. And either from cranial damage or just the fact this guy has taken so much damage from the three of you, he just kind of keels over backwards.
Nice.
So definitely on the floor right now. Definitely dead.
Woo.
Anything else from you, James?
No, as far as I can move.
Lovely. So as Annoyance falls
Dang,
over,
he had like 35 health.
he
That was a
did.
lot.
He had 32. As Annoyance falls over dead, you guys can't quite kind of see where this comes from, but it's definitely coming from the direction of the fog. You hear a loud and piercing whistle. This is one of those, like, I did this to get my dog who's off hunting like a mile out grabbing the duck I just shot, like that level of loud and piercing.
Oh, you mean a dad whistle?
Sure, we're gonna go with that. So you hear an epic dad whistle, the type that summons gods, coming from above on that catwalk. But that's about all that happens. Dan, it's your turn.
All right, let's get to stabbing the other one.
Okay, let's stab the other one. So what are you gonna do to spite right there?
I'm going to turn her into a slab of meat inside my shop and sell her as a very, very well done beef Wellington.
Grim.
Okay.
You're gonna wrap her in the dough with the mushroom paste.
Yes, don't ask why. That's an 11. I don't think that hits.
Yeah, as you swing for her, you're going to try to take this one down as easy as you did the last one, and she nimbly steps back, and the tip of your blade just kind of passes right in front of her. You can hear it whistling through the air, but it definitely completely misses her. She's a little bit of a nimble one.
All right, let's bring the other one around.
Okay.
That also misses.
So as you swing, you try to take that momentum, and you're bringing it around with your other hand. And unfortunately, while you guys have done very well with these amazing hurricane and like cyclone maneuvers, you actually get dizzy doing this, and you kind of spin around a little bit. You lose your balance a little bit, and this one doesn't even get close. She doesn't have to bother moving. You completely missed that one too.
All right. I'm gonna resist throwing up, and that's my turn.
Yeah, that's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna scoot up a little bit closer to the action for a couple of reasons. One of them being I'm sick and tired of zooming.
It's a good reason.
And with this lady dodging back and forth, I'm gonna see if I can get some of that face meat.
Okay.
16 hit.
Oh, it actually showed. Yes, that definitely hits. Awesome.
Right in the face, mate.
So, out of your is chill touch like a cantrip or something?
Did you just do like a talk to the hand? Yeah,
Chill
chill
touch is a cantrip, yeah.
So,
Ooh.
no, what he actually did is that as he moved forwards, he brings his hand around and starting kind of like parallel to his ear and kind of just makes a gesture as if he's, let's say, throwing confetti. And what ends up happening is the chill hand actually comes around in an arc. Still, hand out first, the forearm trailing behind it. Exactly. And it swings around and smacks her so hard on the cheek that her head twists about 185 degrees, 190 degrees,
Holy
completely
shit.
breaking her neck, and down she tumbles.
I
If there's
like-
one
I like-
thing I can give you, you've given great details.
Whew.
So yes, she is down too. Okay.
Now, I just want to add, I love where you're going with my character. Keep on doing that.
You're just giving me good stuff.
Flare.
Seeing Yorama's spite fall, Bullrock remembers the loud whistle and grabs his glaive and warns his friends, the tempest is holding its breath. Be wary.
I've actually got 5 more feet to move, so we're gonna.
Okay.
Oh dear, we're gonna move right there and call that a very successful and productive turn.
That was. Okay. Da-da-da-da. I hate having to go back and forth in this overlay. I might have to do that whole thing with doing Fog of War just so I don't have to keep on switching back and forth here. Okay, so that did that.
Well, I mean, you can draw a square of darkness. Like, you can leave everything white and just draw a square of darkness there if you want.
I'm gonna do it on Hockey's turn. Because this is a minor pain in the ass. I have to keep track of several things, which I'll tell you guys about after we're actually done with this. Okay. Hockey, it is now your turn. From what you can tell right now, you cannot see any current enemies.
Okay. Can I see this ledge still? Is that peeking out from the edge of the fog?
Yeah. So if you're looking up there, you can actually see kind of like a think of it kind of like a wooden porch. So there is kind of that layer with some support beams on the underside, and there's kind of a balcony railing. So you can actually see the rail, and you can see the actual ledge. From where you are, the rest is covered with fog.
Okay, I would like to run and jump up there. And I am 6'4", and when you make a high jump, you leap into the air number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
So if you're 6'4", your arms are probably about a foot and a half.
Yeah, it says
long.
1.5. You can extend your arms half your height above you during the jump. So
Really? Huh.
yeah,
Okay,
so
so
I
you
could
have-
probably reach the top of the railing because my strength modifier is 3.
Okay, so this one, but this is a little bit hard because are you trying to carry the glaive with you?
Ah, good point. Yes.
Are you gonna holster it, or are you leaving it in your hands?
I will sheath it right now. Yeah, I'll place it in the hook on my back.
Give me an athletics or acrobatics, whichever you want.
Okay, I will do athletics.
Okay. Awesome. So as you holster this thing behind you, clipping it into whatever you use to hold on to it, and you take a good run. Because you have enough distance, you're able to leap up, and there's kind of a level of, like, volleyball players wish they were you right now. You're able to get your hands securely around the banister, and let me get a strength check from you.
Okay. Straight there we go.
Awesome. And using the momentum you have, plus pulling yourself up, you're able to vault yourself and mantle over that, landing on the other side. It's going to take you a second to get your balance, so unfortunately you're not going to be able to move much more than that, but you are definitely going to be on top of there. Keep in mind you are in the fog right now.
I am in the fog.
Anything else we do on yours?
Okay.
Make sure you save a bullet for yourself.
Can I take the dodge action?
Given what you just did, I think that's going to take up your action right now. That was a pretty kind
cool.
of...
I'll be done. I'll stay right where I'm at.
Not lengthy, but kind of like strength intensive just now, so your limbs are shaking a little bit.
Sure. I'll maintain my concentration on the fog cloud for now.
James, your go.
All right, I am going to move 30 feet. And eat a berry.
Okay. So is that how much health does that give you?
1 hit point.
1 hit point, okay. Okay, anything else from your turn right now?
Nope, eating the berry is an action.
Okay. Let's see, who's this? Okay. So, Dench, before you're able to really kind of react to the kind of brutal deaths of the 2 people in front of you. Okay, let's be fair. Like, you saw what happened to them. There was a level of death. So
100% agree.
So Dench is kind of staring at the dead things in front of him. Keep in mind also he doesn't have really enemies in front of him. You hear some booted footsteps in front of you, and then you hear the clang of the of like metal on metal. And in front of you, just gotta check something real quick, guys. One moment. Okay. That's... I think this is the thing we were talking about. Okay. In front of you...
All right.
Is that in the right layer? That's not the right layer. You see that step out from behind the wall. And you can see
my next victim.
You can see a figure behind them, but unfortunately, kind of this figure's kind of hulking and imposing. As a reminder, that's who it is.
Hey, it's
The
him.
warden.
So that figure's kind of hulking and imposing, and they kind of step forward.
Come again. I didn't quite catch that.
So this figure is hulking and imposing. You know, they're big. They look beefy. They step forwards, and you can see like the shadow of someone behind them, but you're kind of unable to see more because basically this guy's not necessarily filling the entire hallway, but he's filling your immediate view.
There's a door there, though.
No, it opened.
It opened?
That was the
Okay.
there was a metallic clang as the door opened.
I can't for some. Oh, there we go. Now I can open it.
Okay, you're able to see that character.
Oh, there we go.
Do I have to? Is he in
There.
your
Now
box?
it's open.
Okay. Yeah, it should be in all players.
Now he can see him. Now he can
Now
see
you
him.
can see him. Good, wonderful. Okay, so that. This is going to be at disadvantage, but Dench, that's fired at you.
That does not hit.
Okay, so a crossbow bolt comes out over the warden's shoulder, obviously aimed for you right there, and kind of, I guess, because they're trying to dodge the warden, not shoot them, it whizzes right over your shoulder. Geth, it barely glances, not hitting you, but kind of parks itself about 3 feet behind your right shoulder. Dench, it is your turn.
All right, I want to thank you real quick.
Thank you for
For
this
that.
gift you're about to receive.
Yeah, because you just extended my rage.
Did I? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Yes, actually, you just extended his range.
If
You would
you
have
had-
lost it if you hadn't attacked him.
If you had
Really?
hit me,
Cool. You're
That's
gonna
how the
need it.
mechanic- Yeah, I probably am. Let's do this. Let's start the hurricane. First one coming up,
Okay.
15.
That hits.
That hits.
Kind of
All
surprisingly,
right.
actually, but let me just double check that. I think that hits. I think I saw that hitting. Show me this guy. Yeah, that hits.
All right. That is 11 damage because
Damn.
rage, and then the second one comes across. That is an 8. That does not
That
hit.
is not hit. So you said that was 11 damage?
Yes,
Lovely. So
from a scimitar.
you rage at this guy, and you know it's probably just because he just had someone shoot at your face, so you're pretty unhappy with him right now. But you know you're pissed off. You swing at him, and you can tell this guy's armor, as flashy as it is, as impressive as it looks, it's not amazing. Like, this is not plate mail as far as you can tell. But when your weapon comes across, it deals damage to the armor and fails to draw blood. Like, he looks like he's been hit. He staggers for a second. But you did not make a very big impression on him. Anything for the rest of your turn?
I want to try and make an impression on him.
Well, what would you like to do to make an impression on him?
Normally, in this case, I would do something that Dratan would do and probably like hug him, but I can't do that. So
That'd probably be a really bad idea, to be honest.
it would be a really bad idea. So
Okay.
fuck it, I got nothing. Go ahead,
Yeah,
next
your
person.
turn.
Are any of us able to see the crossbowman behind this big old hulking brute?
From your position, no. This person is probably like 10, 15 feet down the hall behind the warden. So because you're
Alright.
off a little bit to the side, at the current position you're not able to, you'd have to get maybe 10 feet behind James to be able to see enough into that darkness to be able to fire something.
All right, that's a bit closer than I'd like. So, you know what? Let's try something new and exciting.
Okay, we like new and exciting.
Well, maybe not exciting. Depends if it hits or not. I would like, and I'm really glad that they're standing on this here, so it really limits to where they could be. I'm gonna try right at that X down there. At disadvantage, see if I could hit someone.
Okay, make your roll.
Blech. 7.
So,
Take that
you know,
as a
you
no.
swing and you're trying to make lightning strike twice. So you see your skeletal hand fly into the fog. And then nothing. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything. There's kind of no report of anything whatsoever that your senses can detect.
30. I'll call that good.
Okay. Okay. Whose turn is this? Okay. Bolrak, as you kind of get your take a breath for a second after your magnificent pole vault on the way, or your magnificent vault on the way up there, not pole vault, that would have been cool too. As you get up there, a couple of seconds after you, I guess I'll do this too. A couple seconds after you get up there, you feel, or you hear kind of a battle cry, and let me get you pulled up again. That swings at you at disadvantage, which misses.
Okay. Quick question.
Yeah.
Did they enter? Did they come charging at me, or were they there when I vaulted over?
They were there when you vaulted over, so they were able to
Okay.
hear you land. So they can't see
Okay.
you, but they heard you. But
Okay.
not being able to see you definitely doesn't help. They are still like a good 3 feet out of range when they swing. So, you know, their weapon swings. You can hear the wind whistling by your face as they swing, but that's about it. So you have a really good idea where this person is because this walkway is only like 7 feet wide. So they have to be right in front of you.
Yep, and they miss.
Yep, and they very much miss. Let's see, who is that? Okay, that is that person. And quick note. Lovely. Dench,
Hi.
once again...
Hi.
you- Hi.
What's up?
Yep, you're right there. So, once again, you have a crossbow shot in your general direction. Man, I'm having read rolls here.
Nope.
So, once again, the fact that these crossbow people are trying to shoot past a very big hulking giant at someone in behind him is not working very well for them. This one shoots. James, you have to track this one as it just kind of goes over, kind of a line drive way back there and lands somewhere around C up there. These guys can't aim worth beans. Bullrock, it is your turn.
Since the fog cloud has been enacted, have I heard the other two archers, crossbowmen, up here on the top?
You have not. So as far as you can tell, you haven't heard them. You haven't heard them move. You haven't heard their presence. The only one you know of.
They
is the one
haven't
that's
called
kinda
out to each other. They haven't been confused or calling out to each other or anything.
Not that you have heard. No. Apart from that
Okay.
very loud whistle you heard earlier.
I'm going to dispel the fog cloud.
Okay. So.
Can you?
Yeah.
It's a concentration effect. So if he just drops concentration.
Oh, okay.
So we'll go ahead. Dispel that.
Oh, it is concentration.
Yeah, so as you dispel concentration, as you kind of let this thing drop, the fog dissipates incredibly rapidly, kind of like sugar in like lemonade is just gone. And you see the spite in front of you. The other two are nowhere to be seen. So
Okay.
it's
Then
they
I
scarpered.
quickly bring my glaive to bear, and I attack.
God damn you and you guys' rolls. That's a
And
definite
then-
hit.
And then I follow up with the opposite end. Ooh.
That one misses. So
Okay.
as you swing, you know, you had a good idea where this person was even before it dropped, so you had a pretty good advantage on them. So this is much kind of less a swing as it is a very quick like jab and slice. So you're able to land your glaive pretty strongly into their shoulder, giving her a really hard time. She's not going to be doing any juggling in the near future. And you pull it back, but as you try to spin it in midair and then shove and thrust again, kind of like just a regular spear, you go wide. Probably because she's kind of
Okay.
leaning a little bit, but unfortunately it misses.
Alrighty.
Okay, and if you got nothing else, I think it's going to be James's turn.
Yep. No, I'm all done.
All right, I'm gonna move.
And you know what I didn't do? Okay, I'm going to wait until... Go ahead, James.
Well, actually, first, I guess how hurt does that thing that he just attacked look?
It doesn't.
Does not look at all. So he attacked her for 6 points, didn't make a dent at all.
Probably
Okay.
give this person a roll at some point. Okay, that's good. It's going to be after James anyways. I didn't actually give them initiative, so they were just not going. I was trying to figure out why it wasn't their turn yet. Okay, there we go.
All right, I'm gonna, I guess, duck over here and throw a magic stone at the guy right in front of Den
Okay.
for 8 damage.
Jesus Christ.
They're
And that is
magic
my-
stones, guys.
Interaction with a free object. I'm gonna pull Brain Biter out of this guy.
Okay, I'm going to need a strength check on that. Or a dexterity check, your choice.
Strength check. It's that embedded.
I mean, I'll let you do this kind of for free, but yeah, it's that embedded. You kind of shoved this deep into this person's face.
But
Yeah, you try to grab onto it, and you actually can't even get your fingers around it. How deep this thing is.
I'll pry it out later.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pry it.
I
out
know
later.
right where it is.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, but yes, you fling your rock, and it flies past Dench. You get it past him just fine, and this thing smacks this warden in the chest. There we go. Smacks the warden in the chest. The warden just looks at you, like not phased. There is no, yeah, it's not phased. It just looks at you.
I'm probably trying to throw pebbles at a god, but so what? It's what my god would do.
Yep.
Here's a pebble. Fuck
Is
you.
that is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Now it's the warden's turn. I've been looking forwards to this. Oh,
Are we all gonna have to
I
re-roll?
completely forgot about that. That's a thing, isn't it?
What's up?
There's a thing the warden can do that I forgot about. Okay. I promise I did not make any of this stuff up. Okay, so the warden kind of squares off against...
It's D&D.
against
Everything's
Dench.
made up. It's okay.
No, I totally pulled these out of the monster manual and everything. I just changed the names and icons. So the warden kind of squares off against Dench, and as the warden pulls both of its arms forwards to attack, one arm is holding this scimitar that you're seeing. This thing is kind of common. You guys have seen scimitars in almost every person you have attacked so far. Whether that is actually matters or not is up to you guys. But out comes in one hand a scimitar. The other hand is holding a dagger in kind of like a reverse grip, so blade down. And the warden attacks Dench.
That's
Oh, sorry, not that
gone.
third one. That third one. So the first two scimitars and that dagger. So
Our first is scimitar.
does the scimitar hit?
Critical
It is a
fail.
critical fail.
First one hits. The rest don't.
Okay, so as far as you can tell, man, me and my critical fails. I think it's the third one tonight. So as the warden comes forwards, down comes the scimitar in a hard swing. For that, we're gonna round that down to 2 slash damage for you because you're still raging. How much longer does your rage last?
It lasts for a minute.
For a minute, okay. It got extended, so like the minute refreshed when you got attacked
No.
again.
Well,
No.
no. The max time is 1 minute, but if he goes a whole turn without attacking or being attacked, he drops his rage.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So this is this turn 3 or turn 4? It's been up.
This would be turn. On my turn, it will be turn 4.
Okay. Yeah, that first one comes down. It's a glancing hit. But apparently the warden's not trying to use it to take you down by itself. He's going for several other attacks. You can kind of see the warden kind of turn and bring about kind of its momentum in order to kind of try to stab you with the dagger and slash across your face. But either you're too far or the warden kind of misunderstood where it is in this hallway. Both the dagger and the second scimitar miss. And the scimitar actually misses so bad, it actually clangs into the door and gets lodged there for a moment.
So what fun I'm going to have.
I hope for your case. That is the end of the warden's turn. Man, one day these folks are going to be lucky. And wait, no,
But it isn't
no,
this
sorry,
day.
can't. Yeah, I can actually. I can justify that. Once again, bolt towards you. God damn.
Nope.
So another bolt tries to go past the warden, still going wide. James, you had to enjoy this one. You actually see it go parallel to your eyes and then crash somewhere behind you.
One of these times, I'm gonna cut the bolt in half and just yell
It is
stop.
very likely. Dench, it is your turn.
All right, let's start swinging. This guy tried to stab me. I did not like it.
Okay.
I think it did more than that.
There's one thing that that barbarians do early is just swing and swing and swing. That's a 10.
Okay.
So it doesn't hit.
Nope.
My rolls are bad. And 16.
So as you come up to him, you kind of spin the weapons in your hands, kind of like end over end, and then you try to bring him a massive overhead slash. And the
That
first
is
one,
3.
say again.
That damage will be 3.
Now, hold on. Because that first one you bring down and you try your damnedest to hit him with it, and the warden kind of sidesteps a little bit on that one. And as the second one attempts to hit, the blade that is not caught comes up and actually parries that attack, knocking it to the side. It actually does not hit the warden at all.
Okay.
Also, why do you keep taking 2 off of your damage, Seth?
Because
On the second attack.
the second
Oh,
attack is.
But don't you
without it.
gain 2 from your? Don't
Yeah.
you gain 2 from your?
I gain 2, but then the second attack, I'm losing that. I'm losing 4 because I'm not using my attribute, so we're just losing it by 2.
Okay.
Okay.
That oh shit, your strength
Also-
is 4. Got it.
Yeah. Also, this fucker can parry. Oh shit.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh
Yes,
shit.
you
What
can.
up?
All right. Guess you're up.
Is that the
I
end
got
of your
none.
turn?
That's the end of my
Nah,
turn.
you're gonna. I threw all these same characters as individuals in a army that I threw against another goblin army from my party. So I know all these creatures and what they are in the monster manual, but I love it.
Yep. I mean,
Oh,
I was
boy.
trying to hide them a little bit, but the more I show you what they can do, the easier it is to tell who they are.
No,
Right.
reskinning. Yeah, reskinning is age old. I
Yeah.
mean, everybody does it. This is fine.
I think
love
it's
this.
great. I
I
love it.
specifically wanted to bring the warden out. I've been waiting since the first time to bring him out and let you guys fight him. So we're gonna see what happens.
No, but it reassures me that he's not actually the god that runs this place. and
No,
we're
no,
just-
not at all. That
I mean, I think we are still screwed because you.
I mean,
because you know
Yeah,
what this
I
is.
think we're still screwed.
So
I
far,
know
we're
what this
murder
is.
hobos.
Yep, you are murder hobos.
So far.
No. They've all attacked us
No.
first.
That's true.
Yeah. That is
well,
also
I mean
true.
that first group. Well, I mean that first group.
Yeah.
You fog clouded them, and we got
Yeah,
involved.
to be
but the rest of
fair,
them
They
just-
were trying to murder somebody
to be fair,
that's evil.
the
I
first
stopped
group
it.
had nothing to do with you, and you have no idea what the villagers were up to. So for all you know, that could have been them actually doing a like performing like capital punishment. The second group didn't attack you until Dench cried out aggressively against them. This third group wouldn't have attacked you if you just listened to the damn noble. So I mean, to be fair,
We're the bad guys.
you're the bad guys. Okay, Kath, it's your turn.
But right. I see that archer lady up top, but not her cute friends. So I'm gonna try to shove this inner spine and squeeze her skeleton.
Okay, hold on, real quick. Hockey, how much damage did you deal to her? Because apparently it didn't record.
I did 6.
6 Okay. Let me look that up real quick because that is going to be important in just a second. Okay,
Oh
yeah,
boy,
you did 6.
maybe I could roll a 1. But you
It
said
might be
a
important.
13 hits.
A 13 does hit. Yes.
Bruh.
So you kind of notice her up on top of there, and you throw yet another one of these really bastardization. I hate you guys and your cantrips weapons, and it's all cantrips. You guys are killing everything with cantrips. It's amazing. So,
I'm out of spells.
Well, if not, we would be so dead.
yes, you would be. So out comes the skeletal hand.
Woo!
And as you throw it, yeah, it was her turn next. As you throw it, you can see her rearing back for an attack, trying to, do something to Balrog. And her mouth opens in a battle cry. And then your skeletal hand shoves itself down her throat and she chokes to death.
Yes! 2 for 2.
It's really stupid that you guys are doing this. Okay, anyways. She is also
As she
dead.
falls, Bolrock sort of holds his glaive over her and lets the bottom end drop right on top of her. Picks it up.
Thud, the conquering hero.
I always get my mark.
Okay, Kath, is that it for you?
I'm gonna cautiously move forward a bit because I want to get all up in that crossbow down there and call that a turn.
Okay. Okay, let's see if this actually works. Okay, so that is a crossbow bolt. Still shot at Dench.
Zeph?
I think this one might actually hit.
Yeah,
sure.
that one does.
Okay.
What?
Take 2 damage.
Two more.
Two
Are you starting to look
piercing.
hurt?
Yeah, I'm looking bloody.
You might want to. You might want to disengage at this point. Then.
It's not his turn.
Yeah, it's not going to be
Oh,
his
that's
turn for a
right.
bit. The warden gets his move next.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I see him getting bloody, I'm gonna be starting getting all motherly on his ass.
Okay, Bullrock, it is now your turn.
Okay, I would like to, since there's no other foes up on here on this ledge, I turn and look to see the half orc battling something in the shadows of the doorway, and I'd like to drop down and move to right here.
Okay, now you're going to make me look this shit up. Because I know where this is going.
Yeah, he's gonna fight from the second rank.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly where it's going. Now I need to figure out how it works. The first time it didn't
Oh,
matter.
he's got
much.
he's got a 10-foot reach,
Yeah,
so he can reach right over him.
Yeah, the way reach works is, if someone's in front of you, you take it as if, they shift slide to the side and jab at them. They're not going.
Yeah,
further out.
because the 5-foot space is just what you control. It's not the actual
Yeah.
width of a body.
Yeah, you're
So
not
it's
actually
like
5 feet wide.
he's fighting to the left and I'm fighting a little to the right, just sort of jabbing behind him.
Okay, cool.
And as I drop down and come close to him, I'm going to...
You're dropping 10 feet. Let me get an acrobatics off you.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, that's a pretty high amount to drop. And are you doing this with weapon out or with weapon sheathed?
With weapon out. Can I do athletics?
Yeah, athletic acrobatics, whichever you like. Damn.
Woo. 25 to get up and a 25 to get back down.
Yeah, you're doing really good. So you... No, we're rule cooling this. So you actually take a step, plant your foot on the balustrade there, and leap. And as you drop
Awesome.
down, you then bring your glaive down, point down, and shove it forwards so it can take some of the impact and outright superhero land your way down.
Nice. And as I superhero land, I reach up and touch the back of Dench, and I cast Cure Wounds.
Yay!
Cool.
I am back.
So cure wounds for 8. Good stuff.
And that's my action. Actually, can I take that back?
Sure.
Okay, instead of Cure Wounds, I'd like to do Healing Word.
Okay.
I
So
am
that's-
still back.
That's a bonus action. And then I'd like to whip my glaive up and strike at the warden.
First level evocation as a bonus. Is that an actual spell or a cantrip? I'm curious.
It's a spell.
Healing Word, it's a level 1 spell, so I have no more spell slots.
Gotcha. Okay,
Join the rest of it.
a 22 definitely hits.
Okay, and 13.
Wow.
That was max roll.
That's really awesome.
And that's my turn, because my bonus action was the Healing Word.
So as you come down, you shout, and this is a word that you learned some time ago, kind of in that time that you can't really remember. But you've always known that these words have power. And as you shout, you can see Dench stand a little bit stronger, stand a little bit higher. And then your shout also empowers your attack. You shove forwards, kind of to Dench's side, as the warden seems to be tugging on its sword to get it out of the gate. And you kind of do this slash off the side, kind of around the hip. Your weapon actually breaks this armor, and for the first time, you guys actually see blood drawn from the warden. The warden kind of looks at you, but the problem is you can't see inside that helmet. It's all black, it's all shadow, but you can feel this malevolent hate coming off of them as you do.
Nice.
This is Rule of Cool, the D&D game. We're going for it. Anything else for you, Hockey?
I look at the warden in the eyes and I say the weather is right for killing.
Nice.
And then it's my turn.
Okay, James, your go.
So his warden's sword is still stuck in that gate, right?
So at
his turn is
At
next.
the moment, yes, the scimitar is currently stuck in the gate.
Okay, I would like to go and try and take that gate and wrench it open so that it wrenches the sword out of his hand.
Not going to quite work the way you want it to. His weapon is kind of caught like in the hinge. So if you open the gate, you will be releasing his sword.
Can I try and pinch his sword in there tighter then by leaning against the gate?
Um.
To better
Yeah,
fix
if
it
you-
so he
okay.
just only fight with his dagger?
Okay, give me a strength
Nice.
check. God damn you and your
Nice.
rolls.
That's a
So-
raw 19.
That is. You guys just keep on getting these. So you kind of rush up and both hands shove on the gate and you push. Now the problem is that gate has just cut off Dench from Bullrock because you just shut him inside that room. Now, Bullrock is still going to be able to reach through.
Wait. Okay, so
Yeah, you're pushing close to the gate. And you push really
well, he wouldn't
hard.
be able to get close because there's a sword in there. I'm just pinching it.
Yeah, you pushed really, really hard. That's a 19.
All right, but okay.
Like he doesn't have his sword anymore. Like you push so hard. Yes, you just cut off your ally. You also bent the scimitar into a C shape. So that sword's
Okay,
no
so
longer usable. But Dench, the sword's currently between him and Dench.
The gate closed. I'd open it back up now that I've done the job. So I would, push and then open. I wouldn't want to close my Dench across.
Well, keep in mind this is
my boss.
This is a gate, a barred gate, like 9 feet tall, made of iron. It's gonna take longer than like 3 seconds just to halt the momentum you just put into it. Like you just hit that thing full force.
Good luck, boss.
So you're able to stop it. It's not going to be slamming Dench and
At
shoving
least
him
he
into
doesn't
the
have
warden.
that damn sword.
At least he doesn't have that damn sword. Yeah. So luckily he doesn't.
And
have
that
damn
glaive can go right through those bars.
sword. And that glaive can go right through those bars. That's absolutely right. Was there anything else you wanted to do?
No, I think I've done enough.
Okay. So the warden is forced to watch all of this. Not only as he takes like a hit to the side, but also as his sword is not only wrenched from his grasp, but it's also bent into a C. He may be able to use it somehow, but it's going to take more than just the random strength check I was about to make him do to get that sword out. So, he's only got his dagger. And on the fly, I think we're going to do that. So, dagger in hand, unfortunately no other weapon in hand. The warden reaches out with his offhand and tries to slash the dagger across Dench's throat once then twice. Not able to kind of make that flurry of attacks he was making, but still keeping up a fair amount of fluidity with his attacks. Hopefully we didn't lose Saf.
Nope, I'm
Awesome.
still here. First one misses, second one hits.
And so that second one, god damn you and your twos. So you get a 2.
Yep.
And the warden seems momentarily at a loss until you hear a whistle. Kind of very similar to the last one, actually. In fact, pretty much the exact same whistle. So obviously the same person. And Dench, you don't get shot this time, but you do see a flash of metal. And as that happens, the warden turns and grabs a scimitar that just got thrown to him.
How much backup does he have back there?
Hey,
You know how
nobody
there
whistle.
were 2 crossbowmen up on the place that are no longer up there?
Also, kind of a dumb question.
Yeah.
This is his prison.
He is the warden.
Wait a second. So his back is turned towards me, huh?
No, he reached back and turned his head. His chest is still towards you. If you mean he's not immediately looking at you, then yes, at the moment when he reaches to grab the weapon, he is not immediately looking at you. So take of that what you will. It is also your turn.
Eh.
Again, thankfully you didn't get shot by a crossbow.
It wouldn't have hurt anyway.
if it had hit, it wouldn't have hurt.
Yeah.
They all hurt.
Okay, Dench, it is your turn.
All right, let's see what the stabbing.
Okay.
Stabbing and slashing and hacking.
Stabby, stabby,
I think I
slashy,
heard that
slash.
song on Fallout 3.
Yeah, that's the joke. It's
Oh, okay.
just not correct. Anyway, first one. That's a 10. Man, I keep rolling 4s.
Okay, so
Roll better.
No, you're rolling well enough for everybody, Hockey. Don't make him roll better.
All right, now let's do the second one. That's a 12. I'm doing poor
Yeah, so
roll.
even though his attention is off you temporarily, apparently when he turned to grab the weapon, you weren't kind of commenting that. He kind of caught you by surprise. So kind of as his arm goes back, you were aiming for the arm that would have had the scimitar in it, and both weapons just kind of slide through the air, unfortunately. So unfortunately, you miss with both. You're also currently trapped behind a set of bars, so unfortunately, there's kind of nowhere for you to go right now.
Yay.
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I want to scream out to the gods, why am I getting shit rolls?
Hey, no worse than mine. You just haven't been hit by him. Okay.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
Geth, your go.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, let's see. 5, 10. No, was this about close enough that you said earlier for me to start going at the crossbowers?
Yeah, keep in mind, this is going to be... Given what you're shooting past and how you're shooting, I'm going to have to impose disadvantage on this. Because you're looking past...
But
like
at least
4
3
people,
All right.
and then like 10 feet further in a dark hallway. So go
All
for
right.
it. You can see them, just the map's not deep enough for it. It's going to be a disadvantage
I
because you're
understand.
trying a really hard shot here.
Yeah, if I could see that was super difficult, I'm probably just going to go for the no penalties on that.
I mean, do you want to go on the warden, or do you want to go on the guys behind it? Because I'm going to tell you it's a difficult
Going on-
shot.
Let's go for the war.
Okay, let's go for the warden.
So, no penalties on that, or
No, you can
still
take
a
this without
difficult shot?
penalty because he's a pretty big target. That's kind of why the guys behind him are
Alright.
hard to hit, because he's pretty big to see.
All right. So the hand, I saw him reaching back and getting rearmed. I want to see if I can grab that wrist.
Jesus. Again, you guys are not rolling anything lower than like a 16
Well,
on average. Wow.
Don't worry, my damage is subpar.
It's cool. You continue to hit him. So you do reach out with your. Just gotta check that real quick. I think the only thing is just that he can't heal. Right, that's the big thing.
Cannot heal until the end of my next
In
turn.
your next turn. Okay.
Which if I do that every single turn, he's
he's
not
never gonna be able to heal.
never
Yeah,
gonna be healed.
exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, you kind of whip your skeletal hand, and you kind of arc it this time. And you really need to be playing some Major League Baseball, man. So your skeletal hand kind of like flies through, skates itself neatly between the bars, and lands exactly where you wanted it. Now it's gripping at his wrist. He still closed his hand around the scimitar, so he is still armed. But you kind of got his attention a little bit. But he is kind of strong. So it's gonna be kind of hard for just a single skeletal hand to weigh him down. But you did hit, and you did deal some damage.
Yay. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Yay.
I mean
I got this,
that
guys.
is how you feel about it, right?
Absolutely.
Yay.
I got
And there
it.
was much rejoicing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Much
going at
merrier.
Dench.
That hits for
Scared the
once.
shit out of me.
3.
That is 3, so I'm down to that.
So basically, you didn't get affected at all, is what you're saying?
You got hit for 3.
A little bit.
Okay, Bullrock, your turn.
All right. So is the gate closed? Like, am I able to attack?
It's not 100% closed. When it was pushed, James did stop it before it's sealed, which is very good. Otherwise, Dench would be in a really bad position. So there's about like 4 inches of leeway right now on the other side of the gate. That said, this is like, think old school prison bars. You are able to attack through those to hit the warden.
Okay, so old school prison bars. Is it a sliding gate or is it like a door?
It's like a door, so it's on hinges.
Okay.
The hinges are on that left-hand side, kind of where you see where the green hits the brick.
Mm-hmm.
So the door's there, but it swings in towards the yard, not out
Okay.
towards the warden. So it's almost closed, not quite, but you do have a pretty straight shot in the warden right now.
Okay. How much action economy am I giving up if I try and open it? Is that going to be a free action, a full action?
That's a good question. James working pretty hard to stop it, and he was able to stop the momentum. So this thing is
You see me pulling on
Yeah.
this, so
So-
in the space that you're wondering what's happening, you see me already opening this gate.
yeah. James was actively trying to pull the gate open. So I'd say
Can I wait until after James's turn?
yeah. You want to delay your turn till after James's?
Yeah.
You want to be after James's or after the warden's?
After James.
Okay, so we'll delay till after James.